What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskin. I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece treasure cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be playing through the 30 stamina version of Operation Escape, which is the brand new Impel Down Fortnite, which does have MR.3 and also Buggy as the main bosses. Now, the actual condition for this Fortnite is the fact that fighters and shooters, once you enter the dungeon, will have their specials special binded for 99 turns. So, highly recommend not to bring shooters or fighters if you are planning to use their specials, because they will be entirely locked throughout the whole duration of your entire run. So shooters and fighters are not really recommended unless if you are just using them just for their captain abilities or just for their stats. So let's go straight into the Fortnite. Now, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and check the actual stuff that you can get. So these are the recommended stuff that you can get. So you can get all of the regular bodyguards from Impel Down. You can get also the Blue Gory, and you can also get the hidden boss, which is Buggy, and you can also get MR.3, which is the main boss. Now, the manuals, the skill books that you can get 6-star Mihawk books. So if you were unable to max his skill out, or you only recently got him, then this is a great opportunity to go ahead and farm this Fortnite to get those skill books. CP9 Khalifa's got a great special. Suleiman's actually got a decent special too, and so does Ideo. And then also Golden Pound books. Also the regular MR.3 from the story mode. You can get story mode Fukuro, story mode, one of the Boa sisters, and also Margaret. So this actually has some pretty decent skill books in my opinion. So definitely, if you are planning to try and max those guys out, definitely go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and try and find a max socket Strongword Shanks here, and we will be using a double Strongword Shanks team. Now, if you do have Raid Boss Momonga from the Buster Call, this team is much easier. But because my one isn't maxed out, it means that it's going to be a lot harder to do this team, really. It actually is quite a tricky dungeon, because the main boss, Galdino, MR.3, does have a defensive buff, which makes him extremely difficult to take down. So you could potentially plan out a Blackbeard team to get around the defensive buff that he does have. But all in all, we are going to try out this team and see how we go. I have tried this team a couple times before, and it worked pretty okay. The only fact is that you do have to hit perfects on the final stage in order to make sure that you are killing all of the surrounding units around MR.3 first, and then that'll give you the opportunity to potentially take him down in a single turn. And once you do that, that's super easy. But we do have to do a little bit of stall before we get to the final stage, because my Guild Tesoro, even though it is max special, he still has like quite a high cooldown, and we kind of want him for the second turn of the final stage, because he does help with that. Because MR.3 will go ahead and shuffle our orbs. Our top row and our bottom row will get some random orbs. It is ideal if we don't get any bother orbs, but you can potentially get bother orbs with that, which means that you know, they won't be shuffled with Guild Tesoro, but it's still nice to have Guild Tesoro just to shuffle all the orbs that you possibly can, to make sure that you have as many yellow orbs as possible to take down MR.3 on the burst turn. Now, this is stage 4, I believe. Yeah, on battle 4, you do get the opportunity here to recruit some of the different bodyguards from Impel Down. So this is one of the zebra characters here. You can get Mino Koala, Mino, what's the other one's name? Mino Rhinoceros and all that. So you can get those characters from here as well. They're not that great, but they are here. Just thought I'd let you guys know. So, now we're going to move on to battle 5, which has Turtle and some mob characters. These guys, not really too much to say about these guys here. Pretty easy to take down. But on the next stage, we do want to make sure that we are getting as many yellow orbs as possible, moving on to the final stage, so that we can take down the surrounding units a lot easier. So we will take down the guys here, the bodyguards, with the lower cooldowns, and then we'll go ahead and wait on this turn and see if we can get as many yellow orbs as possible. And hopefully, we get some good yellow orbs after this. So, now we're going to move on to the final stage, which does have... Oh, this is actually a secret boss stage. So this has Buggy, MR.3, and also Hannibal. I've actually never come across this actual this formation yet, so this is actually quite interesting. Let's go ahead and see how difficult this could be. I'm not 100% sure what to really expect from this, but let's see how we go. Okay, MR.3's down, Buggy's down, and you actually get the hidden boss drop as well. Okay, so this is actually a really easy boss stage, actually, but this actually does work for all the stages, I would imagine. I haven't come across this one yet, in particular. So, what does he actually do? He enrages, and also sets up a delay protector. Okay, that's fine. It means that Monet's conditional boost is no longer active, but we should be able to take him down here. And that's it. Okay, so that was extremely easy. So, you know, there is that specific boss stage, but the boss stage that I was referring to during the video here was the fact that you can get MR.3, who is surrounded by 5 different purple mob characters. That's one of the most annoying ones to deal with. And this is actually a new character for me, the Mino Zebra. Okay, and we also dropped the hidden boss Buggy. Now let's go ahead and do like what we usually like to do and actually go through all of the different units you can get. So let's talk about MR.3. So this MR.3 here is a cerebral striker character, and when he is actually fully evolved, he has 3 socket spots, and his captain ability when he evolves is it will boost the attack of cerebral characters by 2 times, and if you don't attack with MR.3, he reduces damage received by 10% for that turn. So not a great captain ability, but you know, if you do need some sort of cerebral booster and you are really low leveled, then that might do. And his special ability, which will max at 12 turns, reduces damage received by 60% for 2 turns. So that's not a terrible special at all. Not a terrible special at all. I will maybe try and max him out, but you can socket out all your other MR.3s that you do own. Let's talk about the hidden boss Buggy. So Buggy is a slasher driven character, and when he fully evolves, he has 3 sockets as well. And his captain ability, once evolved, will boost attack of slasher characters by 1.75 and boost attack of driven characters by 1.5. So if you have a full team of slasher and drivens, then every slasher and driven character, if they are slasher and driven in one unit, will get 2.625 times attack, which is actually a pretty decent captain ability considering there are a lot of slasher driven units in the game. Now let's talk about his specials. So his special will reduce your crew's HP to 1, empties all orbs, and deals 30 times his attack in quick damage to all enemies. Now this is actually a very, very big unit for people who do not own 3-day 2-year Robin. Even though you do not have this Buggy on a cerebral team, even though he's not a cerebral unit, you can still replace Robin with this unit because he actually works really well with a crocodile team, because he'll reduce your HP to 1, which is exactly what you want. He'll empty all of your orbs, because that is actually extremely good for Raid Boss Kuma, because he changes all empty orbs into matching. So you can use this guy with Raid Boss Kuma to get a full board of matching orbs on a cerebral croc team if you are missing your 3-day 2-year Robin for that crocodile team. So this is actually not a bad unit for people that do need that unit, and that actually maxes at 14 turns. So that's not too bad. That can be not too bad. He has 3 sockets as well, so if you do fully socket him out, he actually can be quite useful for those teams. But in slasher and driven teams, that's probably not a good special at all, because you are reducing your HP to 1, and you really don't want that to happen. But all in all, that's been a review of all of this Fortnite. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.